A lot of young people are relocating abroad for a better life. But the question is the grass really greener on the other side?
This is Young and Abroad. Oh shit. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to Young and Abroad, the podcast. My name is Eniolá and I am so excited to be your host for this podcast. It has been a long time coming. We're actually doing this, guys. And I'm so excited to welcome you to our very first episode, okay? You are in for a ride. So strap in, strap up. This is a podcast where young immigrants are going to share their experiences navigating life in a new country, the struggles, the wins, the highs, the lows, because trust me, living abroad can be a struggle. And I am so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So on this podcast, our topics are going to range from career, business, relationships, mental health, and just generally what it's like navigating life in a new country. I'm also going to be bringing very interesting special guests on this space. Like I personally curated our guest list. We're going to be having people that are very successful in their industry, from finance to travel to business. Honestly, it is going to be such an amazing time. Get ready to be entertained while you also learn. A lot of times you hear that people relocated to a foreign country and they were able to be very successful, build wealth, but we don't really know the how. And one of the goals of this podcast is to really dig deep and answer that question. Generally, moving abroad can be so difficult, especially if you do it alone. I personally relocated with no friends, no family, and it was a struggle. Honestly, it took a few years to really settle in, find my rhythm, find my community, and just really be able to call Canada my home. And I feel like some people might be able to relate to my story and just want that safe space to feel seen. So I originally moved for my master's degree. I moved for school and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll be able to, find my footing within a few weeks, make friends, because like I've never had to consciously build a community. Part of me knew that it would be a bit of a challenge, but honestly, I would say nothing prepared me for how hard it was and how hard it got. Finding my first job was honestly not too much of a struggle. I was able to get recruited during campus recruiting season. Like I put my head down and I was just applying everywhere possible and eventually got a job. But then it wasn't going to start until a few months. I had to do customer service. So I worked as a customer service agent for the first time in my life. And this is me as a BSc holder, BSc accounting. I had my ACCA. I had my master's degree at that point, and I was still doing customer service. Honestly, I'm going to do another episode on first jobs in Canada. I'm going to bring people on to talk about their first jobs in Canada because I have heard some crazy first job stories. Like I know someone that's worked in a freezer before, just trying to make ends meet, trying to survive. And yeah, it's honestly not always straightforward. That's one thing I'm always preaching. Everybody's journey abroad is always different. Some people move and everything just clicks, boom, 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 immediately. They don't have to struggle to get a job. They don't have to struggle to make friends, nothing. But for some people, these things take time and it might get you to the point where you start to question yourself, start to question if you are good enough, if you can actually do it. So yeah, we're going to get into all those things and I'll definitely be sharing more about my journey in Canada along the way. I'm honestly very grateful to God for where I'm at now because the growth has been immense. It has been a lot. I have the most amazing community of friends. Both my siblings are here in Canada now. So I have that support of family as well. Even the support I have gotten, from people just talking about this podcast because full transparency, guys, I was terrified to start this podcast. I've learned that trying to be perfect and trying to have everything perfect before you start something would just have you never starting and always planning. So this is me taking that bold step and starting. If you've been following my YouTube channel for some time, you will see that I've actually released a few episodes. Like I have a folder for Young and Abroad, and I just did a few video episodes with my friends that actually did really well. So make sure you check those episodes out. Let me know what you think. I'm really trusting God that this podcast is going to go far and is going to reach everyone that it needs to, everyone that would be positively impacted by it, because the goal of this podcast is to leave you entertained, leave you feeling good, leave you feeling seen, leave you feeling heard, leave you feeling encouraged, leave you learning something new. I really hope that the episodes, show that and bring that experience to you. I have so much to share, and I really enjoy, learning from people's experiences, learning from people's stories. I love talking, clearly, and I love having conversations with people. So the goal this time around was to rebrand, make it cleaner, fresher, better quality as well. I'm sure you will see that the quality has improved from those first few videos I did, and it's going to keep getting better and better the more you guys support me and give me feedback. Honestly, let me know what you guys think about the episodes, and also feel free to suggest topics that you would like me to talk about or any guests that you would like to see on this channel, and I'll do my best to bring them on. If you're wondering, can you really be successful and wealthy abroad? Or what is life really like as an immigrant? Or you already live abroad and just need a safe space to feel seen and understood? This podcast is for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave a review on all the podcast platforms, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and please give 5 stars. This is my first time doing this and it's going to get better. So support your girl, drop a review. Let me know what you actually think about the idea of this podcast, what you're looking forward to seeing. The video version of this podcast is going to be on my YouTube channel, Everything Eniolá. So just search Everything Eniolá on YouTube to be able to watch the video version and see my guests, see my beautiful face. I am so excited for this podcast, and I really hope you guys are too. And yeah, I will see you guys in our next episode. We are going to be having a very, very amazing guest. We decided to start with a bang because why not? Anyways, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah. Hey. First episode of Young and Abroad. Don't play. Period. This is the first episode of Young and Abroad. Don't play. How far? What's good? How are you doing today? Hey. Stay tuned for more amazing episodes, okay? It's about to be a shutdown.